There was a poor man who had nothing in his life except for an old dog. He lived under a bridge, ate what people threw at him, slept beside his dog, and begged for food during the day. People saw him and felt sorry for him and would throw some money at him. But no one ever stopped to talk with him or even asked him about his life. Everyone just kept walking. One day, while he was begging on the street, someone threw a coin at him. He looked up and saw a young man smiling at him. The young man walked closer, bent down next to the man, and said, "I want to make a deal with you." The poor man looked at him and replied, "You can have my dog. Just take care of him." The young man was surprised because no one had ever offered him anything before. And he thought to himself, why not? So he took the dog and left. The poor man was sad, but it didn't change anything in his life. He continued to live under the bridge and beg on the street. A few days went by, and one morning he heard people talking. "Did you hear someone won $1 million in the lottery?" "It's incredible." The man smiled because he knew that young man would come back. He went to the same spot where they made the deal and waited. A few hours later, the young man arrived with a briefcase in his hand. When the poor man saw him, he asked, "Did you win the lottery?" The young man opened the briefcase and showed him the ticket. "Here it is. We won." The poor man couldn't believe it. "Oh my God," he exclaimed, "I knew you would come back. You promised to give me half if I gave you the dog. Now we're both rich." The young man told him, "Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Come with me and collect your half of the prize." The poor man followed him. When they got to the car, he asked, "How did you win the lottery?" The young man explained, "When I found your dog, I took him home and fed him. After a few days, I started talking to him and he told me he had a friend who always went to the same spot under the bridge to play the lottery. Every day he came back and told me the numbers. So I took those numbers and bought a ticket. The next day, I checked the winning numbers and realized we won." The poor man said, "That's amazing. Your dog is very smart." Then the young man added, "Well, actually, your dog wasn't very clean, so I took him to the pet store and bought him a new leash, collar, and food. But when I gave him food, he only ate half of it. That's why I called him Lucky, because he ate half of everything." And the funny thing is that Lucky used to beg on the streets, just like you, but then he decided to start playing the lottery and get rich. After hearing this, the poor man was shocked. He couldn't believe that his dog had been playing the lottery all along. As they arrived at the building where they were going to collect the money, the young man turned to the poor man and said, "Listen, I know you're not clean and I don't want people to see you because the lines think I won all the money by myself. So here's your half of the prize, but please don't show up again." The poor man nodded and took the briefcase. When the young man left, the poor man opened the briefcase and saw that there was no money inside. He went to a different bank and exchanged the lottery ticket and collected $250,000. He couldn't believe how lucky he was. He went to a hotel and booked a room. For the first time in his life, he felt safe, had a soft bed to sleep on and a private bathroom. He ordered food and ate until he was full. Then he went out and bought a new dog collar and leash. He took them to the bridge where he used to live and waited. A few minutes later, he saw the young man coming. "Hey, you said I could show up," the poor man told him. The young man replied, "I did, but I also told you not to come here anymore." The poor man ignored him and said, "Take these. They're new for Lucky." The young man looked at the collar and leash and said, "What do you want?" The poor man told him, "My half of the money. Remember our deal? You said you would give me half of the prize if I gave you Lucky." The young man was stunned and replied, "But I already gave you your half. I gave you $250,000. The poor man said, "No, you didn't. That was only $100,000. I have the receipt." Then he took the briefcase and opened it in front of the young man. It was full of money. The young man was shocked and didn't say a word. He felt embarrassed and took the collar and leash and left without saying goodbye. From that day on, the man never begged on the streets again. Instead, he walked around the city with his new dog looking for people to help. He would give them some money and say, "Don't beg anymore. Just walk around helping others." Many people asked him where he got the money from, but he never told them. The truth is that no one knows how much money he had. Some people believed he had millions, while others thought he was broke, but in reality, he had enough to live comfortably for the rest of his life. And that's why every morning, when you wake up, tell yourself, "If I were to die today, I would be satisfied with my life," because every day is a gift from God, and if it's a beautiful day, we should enjoy it and help others. So remember, every morning, when you wake up, tell yourself, "If I were to die today, I would be satisfied with my life." This is a powerful affirmation that will help you live each day to the fullest and appreciate all the blessings in your life. By repeating this affirmation every day, you will train your mind to focus on the positive aspects of your life and be grateful for everything you have. You will learn to savor each moment and make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. In addition, this affirmation will help you to face any challenges or difficulties with a positive attitude. When you know that your life has meaning and purpose, it will be easier for you to overcome any obstacle. You will not waste time worrying about things that are beyond your control, but instead you will focus on what is important and what you can do to improve your life and the lives of those around you. So start your day with the right mindset, wake up every morning and say to yourself, "If I were to die today, I would be satisfied with my life." Let these words be the guide that leads you to a life full of happiness, fulfillment, and gratitude. Also, if you want to continue improving and becoming the best version of yourself, we encourage you to stay tuned for more content. We have carefully selected the most motivational stories, quotes, and experiments to share with you daily. Our goal is to inspire and encourage you to become the best version of yourself. In addition, we would greatly appreciate it if you could give us a thumbs up if you liked the video and share it with your friends. Thank you for listening, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. It's time to close your eyes and listen attentively to the following affirmations. Repeat them slowly and with conviction to program your subconscious mind. I am successful. I am a winner. I attract success and abundance into my life. I am financially abundant. I am healthy and full of energy. I am surrounded by love and respect. I am grateful for everything I have. I trust in the universe. I am ready to receive all the blessings that come my way. Now open your eyes and go about your day, knowing that you have the power to create your own future. Believe in yourself and your abilities and never give up on your dreams.